Hello, welcome to this tutorial on how to grade and also analyze student reports in Microsoft Excel. Okay, so for the purpose of this tutorial, I have a template over here. I have my student ID over here, now the name of student. I have test 1, test 2, and continuous assessment exams as well. Okay, so I have my grading system over here that I want to use for the purpose of this tutorial. So as you can see, my grading starts from A to E, and the range is from 80 to 0, or so 80 to 100 is A, then 79 to 75 is B plus. Okay, so the comment tool is here as well. Okay, so now let's proceed. Now for the total, okay, so you need to add the test 1, test 2, CA, then exams. So what we'll do is just equal to, then sum. So you just highlight all these parts from test 1 to exams, and after that you just hit enter. Okay, so automatically you have the score for that particular student in that cell. Okay, so now what you do is you don't need to do the calculation, you repeat it over and over again. You just come to this side, put the come to your right down corner, just hold the plus sign over here, or you can just highlight it, then just drag it to the bottom, then you press on Control D to do the calculation for you. That is automatic calculation. To Excel will automatically calculate the score for each student from top to down. Okay, now let's test this. Let's do the testing and see. So if we add for student 1, test 1, 14, test 2, 15, the CA 9, exam 60. So that automatically we have set 98. Okay, so now for the grading, we are going to use a function called the if function. Okay, so if that particular student had maybe from 100 to 80, automatically that particular student is in the A column. Okay, so you just hit on the equal to sign, then you type if. So immediately you start typing if, you see that the if will pop up on the screen. Just hit on the tab or the tab key on the keyboard. Now you have a logical test, value if true, then value if false. Okay, so we are going to test for all the grading over here. So from A to E. Okay, so what we do is the score is in cell I5. Okay, so you can decide to type I then 5, or you can just put the cursor on it, just click it, then we will use the greater than sign. Okay, so if this cell is greater or equal to 80, then comma, then double quote to give that particular student A, then comma. So you do the testing for all the grades. So if that particular cell is also equal, greater or equal to, let's say the next one will be 75. So that particular student should have B plus. Okay, so if I5 is greater or equal to 75, it should give that particular student B plus. Okay. Okay, so I'm just going to rush through, then we continue. Okay, so we have our formula over here for the grading. So if you can see on your screen, so equal to if cell I5 is greater or equal to 80, then comma double quote A. That means that if it checks and that particular student is within or from 80 to 100, that particular student should automatically have A. And if it is greater or equal to 75, it should give that particular student B plus. If it is greater or equal to 70, that is B. If it is greater or equal to 65, C plus, so on and so forth. Now, okay, so now here, if it is greater or equal to 50, that is D. Now, anything apart from D or anything lesser than 50, anything less than 50 is E. So with that one, you just anything less than 50 is E. Now, after everything, you just count the number of opening brackets, then you just close it with it. So I have 7 opening brackets over here. So I'll just close it with 7 brackets. Right. Now, you just hit on the enter key. Then automatically Excel will do the computation and it will give you the result as you want in that particular cell. Okay, so what you do over here is just the same thing. You just hold it, drag it to the bottom. Now let's head on to the ranking section. Now for the ranking, you're going to use a function called rank. Okay, so it just equal to rank. Okay, so we are going to rank the students based on their total score. So what you do is you just highlight this whole thing over here. Correct. Now you come to this side, then after the opening brackets, you just click on the first cell A. In my case, it's cell I5. So just click on that, then comma. So after that, you just type the dollar sign over here. Then after the I2, after the I, the same dollar sign. Then after the colon, dollar sign. Then after the I again, use the dollar sign over here. Then you just close the bracket. Now it's so I5 is the beginning of the cell. Then I24, that is the end of the table. Okay, so if you finish, then you just hit enter. Good. Now you can see that it has assigned 1 to that student in that particular cell. Now you just highlight everything again, top to down, then Control D, or just hold the plus sign, just drag it to the bottom. Then automatically it will do the ranking for you. Now, with the comment section, you are going to use a function called the lookup function. The lookup function in Excel. Okay, so what you do with the lookup function, we are going to use it with the table over here. So the lookup function is we check this table and we'll assign comment to each student according to the score that each student has gotten, or according to the scores. Okay, so just equal to lookup. You provide the lookup value over here. So the same way is the lookup value. Okay, now you press on comma, then you come to the grading system over here. Then you just highlight the comment section. from this side, knowing that I left the heading, the range, and the comment area. Now after doing the highlighting, you just hit on enter. Correct. Now you see that automatically it has assigned excellent to that particular student in the comment section. Okay, so what you do is just the same way, just highlight everything, top to down, then control D. Now you are seeing different values over here, not a value. So the NA is not a value. We don't want that. So we just undo that. Come to this side. Then you just come to your formula. Now, after the I, that is the cell. You just, in my case, is I10 in the grading sheet or at the grading area. You just put the same dollar sign over there. Then after the J over here too, just put the same dollar sign over here. Then you hit enter again. Correct. Now do the highlighting again from top to down. Control D. Now you see that now it has assigned comment to each student without the not a value or that whole lot of characters over there. Now it has skipped all those characters and has given you the real values that you type or you use in your grading system. Good. Now let's head on to the summary section. With the summary section, we have grade, count, and percentage. So we are going to count the number of students who had A, the number of students who had B, add to E. Okay, so with the number of students who had A, what we do is we are going to use a function called the count if. So the count if, we are going to compare this one to the grading section over here. So it just equal to the word count. So count, then you select the count if. Okay. Now you just come to the grading section, highlight it. After doing the highlighting, you just press on comma. Then you click on the grading cell for the first for the A. Just hit on that. Then in the same way, you want to keep reference to each cells. So you use the dollar sign again over here. So before the J, you put the dollar sign over here. Then, okay, so in the middle, you put the dollar sign after the J. Then after this J2, you put the dollar sign over here. Then you hit enter. Okay, so with this one, you can see that the number of students who had A, they are 8 in number. Our count is correct. Now, you don't need to repeat the same thing for all the cells. You just highlight it from top to down. Control D. Okay. Now let's head on to the percentage section. With the percentage, okay, so let's do the total. Let's do the calculation for the total first. Then we head on to the percentage section. So with the total, we are going to use a sum function. So sum, then you just highlight all this area from top to down. Just hit enter. All right. So we have 20 as compared to the number of students that we have over here. So the total number of students is 20. Okay. So let's go to the percentage section. So with the percentage, so equal to the count section. So cell, in my case, is cell P6. So cell P6 divided by the total number of students over here. Then just hit on enter. Now we want this side to be in percentage. So we just right click on that, go to format cells. Then just click on the percentage. Then if you want a decimal place or a decimal after your percentage, you can just give it any decimal place that you want. But if you don't want, just put 0 over here. Correct. So after that, you just okay, it's on okay. Then you have 40% for that cell. Okay, so you just highlight everything from top to down. Then you just control D. Okay, so now in this case we have different values over here. We don't want it like that. So we just give reference to that cell. Just come to this side. Just after the P, just put the dollar sign there again. Then you hit on enter. So after that, just highlight everything top to down. Then control D. Now automatically you have your percentage over here. Now that we are done with the summary, let's head on to now I want to use this section for analysis to know the number of students or just to plot a graph for your student so that it can be visualized here. So you can know the number of students who passed, the number of students who failed. Okay, so I have passed, then failed over here. So with this one, I'm going to use the percentage for this. Okay, so I just so in my case, I want to base my pass from the range from A to D. That will be my pass mark. So if you fall within that range from A to D, it means that you've passed. Then E is failed. Yeah. So I will do the sum. I'll use the same sum function over here. The same sum function over here. Then come to the percentage from A to D. Then I'll hit enter. Okay, so I have 95 for the pass. Okay, so now the same way to the fail. Some but that one is it just this one. So we just okay, so sum, then just hit on enter. So that is 10%. So you can just do the calculation for the count as well to know the total number of students who passed and the total number of students who failed. The same sum function. Just drag from A to D, just hit on enter. So now you have 18. So 18 out of 20 pass the course. Now 2 out of 20 failed the course. So 18 passed the course whilst 2 failed the course. Okay, so I'm going to use this percentage. So this percentage over here to plot a graph. So I'm going to use a bar chart. Okay, so I just highlight this section, then head on to insert. Then I have charts over here. So insert column or bar charts. You can use any chart that you want over here. You can use pie chart. You can use any form of bar chart. Any charts that you want over here, you can use them. But I want to use a bar chart. So I'll just click on this arrow, then just select any chart that will be appropriate for my work over here. I want to use this chart. Okay, so after that, just double click on the title, then change the title. Correct. Then I'll change the background. So go to chart design. Then you can look for any background that will be appropriate for you. Mostly I prefer the dark background. So I'll use the dark background. Then I will make it a bit smaller. Good. Then I'll paste it here. Right. So I have my grading, I have my ranks, I have comments, then I have summary, then I have analysis on the student's grade. Okay, so in this tutorial we have learned how to grade our students, give ranks to the student, also give assigned comment as well, do summary based on the student's grade, perform analysis as well. So if you have any question, kindly put it at the comment section, and please kindly subscribe to the channel